In the early 1600s, European powers began to carve out their territories in what is now Canada. The French settled in the St. Lawrence River Valley, establishing New France, while the British established colonies along the eastern coast. These early settlements were the foundations for the borders we see today. The 7 Years' War dramatically reshaped North America's borders. In 1763, the Treaty of Paris saw France cede most of its North American territories to Britain, making the start of British dominance in Canada. The Quebec Act of 1774 later expanded the boundaries for Quebec, paving the way for modern eastern Canada. Canada's southern border began to take shape after the American Revolution, when the U.S. won its independence. The 49th parallel became the main dividing line between the United States and British Canada, solidifying much of the present-day boundary between the two nations. As British settlers moved westward, Canada expanded its borders through treaties with Indigenous nations. The purchase of Rupert's Land from the Hudson's Bay Company in 1869 allowed Canada to grow dramatically. However, these treaties were often controversial and have lasting impacts on Canada's relationship with Indigenous peoples today. Confederation in 1867 was a turning point for Canada, as it became a unified country with 4 initial provinces: Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia. Over the next several decades, new provinces were added, including Manitoba, British Columbia, and Alberta, helping to shape the Canada we know today. In the 20th century, Canada's borders were largely settled, but disputes remain. Canada has ongoing disagreements over Arctic sovereignty with nations like Denmark and Russia. The U.S. Canada border, while peaceful, still requires negotiation on specific issues like fishing rights and environmental management.